So Nintendo just released a second trailer for Fire Emblem Engage. I've never voiced it on the channel before, but I am absolutely freaking stoked for this game ever since its first original concept, and now the slow trickle of drip marketing that they've been doing. You know, showing off all the characters, showing some combat, showing some engage rings. So let's see what this has in store. If you enjoy Fire Emblem content, you enjoy gaming, mostly just gaming, leave a like, subscribe, just like I did now. Let's go. Oh, parents dead. Okay.
Please, I beg of you.
GG. It's a Fire Emblem game.
Together,
Your parent mentor character is dead. Gather all 12 rings, you said.
Memories return to you. You must fight on with the
Dragon mode?
utmost
Oh, they're dead.
divinity. I believe in you, my child.
It looks like they're fighting the dragon. Like they're supposed to transform into it, but I don't know.
I swear to you, and I'll fight. I'll do whatever
Oh, I'm
you
dumb.
want.
English voice acting.
Help me.
Summon Marth.
Lend me your strength in this fight.
I am known as Marth, Emblem Marth.
Emblem
To be clear,
Marth.
It is good to see you. I was able to answer
My sword
your call
can cut through
because
dimensions.
you remembered me.
Ah.
But then,
Dude, this
a
music's
dark
fire.
presence
They've been featuring it slowly, but like it's really good. Look, it's the Fell Dragon, Grima.
Marth. What was I like? Well,
I
you were
have
kind,
amnesia.
as you are now.
Ooh,
There's
that's a
no
cool
need
shot.
to remember everything at once.
Oh, we've seen this a few times.
Divine
I forgot
One,
this guy's name.
Will you help
Lance
us?
Paladin. Definitely not Dimitri.
Please, come with me to Firene.
Firene. Okay.
The alliance with Brodia took some doing. Their king's an
Ooh,
ambitious
3 new
man.
characters. Sword
Brodia,
user,
the
bow
kingdom of
user,
might.
tome user. Oh, these
I
are
think
like,
he
they're
is the
probably like
crown
his
prince of
retainers.
Brodia.
Solm is an
Hi, Solem.
open-minded country. They've always had
Oh,
good relations
they
with
haven't
Firene.
showed this one yet.
I hope you're hungry for fun, because that's what's on the menu first.
This place
Lucky
looks awesome.
man.
Oh, these were on the box art.
Take it Illusia isn't in the Alliance.
Ooh.
We know it's snowy
The
there
Cold
with
Kingdom.
long winters, and that some Illusians worship the Fell Dragon.
Oh.
Come a little closer.
What are
I'll
you?
give
You were a
good
clown.
long look.
Girl from the trailer.
take your lives,
Oh.
your souls, and the rings.
Oh, she's evil.
He is
Rip.
not
Can we
yet
convince her,
at full
please?
strength.
Bro can grab the
My
sword.
kingdom has another emblem ring in its possession.
Yeah, enemies have emblem rings. We always
Well,
speculated that.
isn't this tragic? By virtue of your silence,
What are you?
we will now
Fantastic
kill
Four.
every living soul in this castle one by one.
Yay! Death.
I detest violence,
Oh.
but I will always
Roy!
fight to defend the innocent.
Celica!
I'm just passing through. Well, looking
We finally
for
got footage of
someone
Roy,
really-
dude.
Still,
Oh, tons of more
despite
characters.
Everything we're facing.
Synchronized
I'm
slice.
calm. I think
Oh,
it's because
Ike!
you are here,
Lucina!
We are not going anywhere. We will remain by your
Heck
side
yeah.
until the end of this journey.
So,
Silly divine dragon. Did you think emblems were just a you thing?
Lynn!
Not by a long shot.
Lucina again. Marth gets his old color from Smash.
Marth, speak to me, please.
Oh. Who are you? What is happening?
You care about
Okay, enemy rings were obvious.
dead.
Evil Lear! Dang, bruh. That's crazy. We got more from that than I expected. So, if you're not someone who's been following sort of the marketing of this game, they've been, every single week, they've dropped a very short gameplay segment of each character on Twitter. So, we got to see some new stuff. I'll just do a quick analysis. It's fun. It's all in good fun. Wow, Mother Figure's dead. Who would have thought? She gives him a ring. So this is either a flashback or like, you know, something that happens in like a starting chapter. You know, they like have to get to a sanctuary or something. And then there's another thing that they discussed in the first trailer. But there are 4 nations, sort of. Let's see here. Well, we'll go in order. Character has amnesia, of course. Protagonist moment. And it looks like the emblems, or like the emblems will be here through support conversations to jog your memory. Which is gonna be interesting. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna like be the world's most complex writing, but who cares? It's fun. They didn't show too many like direct combat footage. This is a very cinematic trailer, which is fine because they've shown so much like on Twitter that like it's like, you know, like we've seen it, and like because like a lot of things that happen, you know, it's like, oh, they'll show like cinematic cutscenes and stuff, and it's like, oh man, like, you know, this looks beautiful. But thankfully the game also looks just as good, you know, especially for something that's running on Switch hardware. But yeah, we've seen this before. Let's take a look. Mr. Lanceman. New footage of him. There's a lot of new footage in here. So we know that they're like a neighboring kingdom, you know, like they're friendly with Alear and friends. They show up in the first chapter. Now this is the footage that we've been kind of waiting for, is that we've seen this like Sylvain lookalike guy kind of like, you know, being part of like the Fire Kingdom or something, and he's got like a fire sword. It's pretty cool. And of course, he is Emblem Roy. We'll see that later. But we get to see, and this is kind of a thing that, I mean, obviously Fire Emblem does a lot, but also just like, you know, that has been a theme with the other characters, that they have retainers or protectors or just people from the nation. So we've got a new thunder user, a sword user who she looks cool. It's also a funny looking sword. It looks like this is total crazy speculation, but if you played the GBA games, you would know about the blade type instead of sword. It was sort of like it was still under the sword type class, but you would, you know, it would deal a lot more damage. And then we have an archer. Color palettes are diverse. They got very interesting designs. You know, we'll see how it plays out. This man, I like him. He looks very cool. I mean, I love Roy, so like for literally no reason other than he has a really cool fire sword. So let me see here. That's it.
Prince of Brodia.
Prince of Brodia. Okay, so that's what it is. Brodia is a really funny name. And finally, we get footage of these characters. So this girl was in the trailer, and her and the other guy, who is probably from the same nation, also shows up on the official box art for the game. So people have been dying to know who these characters are, and they look amazing. They're obviously based off of, you know, a specific kind of culture, so hopefully they represent it right. Please, Fire Emblem, don't mess up. But it is amazing. They look so cool. My goodness, dude. I don't really know what to say. It just looks amazing. Like, looks like we're in the desert, you know. But there'll probably be like a beach too, considering like the food that they have over there. Like, is, you know. Oh well, it's apples. I thought I saw a pineapple, but no.
'Cause that's what's on the menu first.
English voice acting. That's another thing. Like, oh my goodness. Like, we finally get to see English voice acting because we haven't. All the trailers have been uploaded in Japanese for the the Twitter drip marketing. So that's super cool.
Lucky we.
Oh my goodness. Look at you. You're gonna be a fun character to play.
Mad, huh?
What a weapon you have. Imagine he's the male dancer. Imagine. Now we have war, looking like SOV out here. Can't tell which faction's what. I mean, I would speculate that this is the Kingdom of Brodia because they have red flags. But, red flags, aka they're gonna die. Just kidding. Can't tell who that general is, you know. And this is obviously the opposing one.
I take it Illusia isn't in the Alliance.
Illusia! So that is the last kingdom that we sort of we didn't know anything about. So let's establish, we have the 4 kingdoms: Illusia, Brodia, the Green Kingdom with the land sky, and the one sort of like tropical desert region. And then I believe Alear comes from the center. So that's kind of like how the world map plays out. But Illusia
And that some
evil witch man. Look at this, man. See, what's kind of interesting is that like this feels like I mean, obviously I don't know what if they're working with Koei Tecmo this time. I don't think they are. But what's interesting is that like I feel like this low key draws on inspiration or infrastructure that was built on Tokyo Mirage Sessions, because like you could take this game, give it a little more light, and you could say, oh yeah, this is from TMS. But that's cool. I mean, it looks amazing. Look at that, all the stained glass. Wow, look at that. Or it's not stained glass. I don't know. My brain's
Dragon.
These are, so these like before, you know, they're gonna have retainers. And we've seen these green soldier guys, of course, so that's interesting. They make them green units. Oh, my green unit. These look like the bad guys' retainers. We've got a sword user, got an axe user, and then we've got Clown Girl. She's crazy. People will love her.
Come a little closer. I'll give you a good long look.
Oh boy. Oh no. The girl that everyone was excited for. And now she's a bad guy. See, it's really cool if this is her wyvern, then like she'll be like a flying tome user, which I don't think we've had in a long time. Like, I mean, in Fire Emblem Heroes obviously is just like you can do whatever you want with the canon material. But I don't think we had mage flyers since like Fates. So that's pretty cool. Also, she's a bad guy. Can we recruit her? Thanks. Like, she's gonna be probably like low-key, like probably the Tharja of the end. They're like, yo, what if we did it like again? And now we have mysterious mage. Let me see. That's the guy that's been in the purple flames the entire time, and this is sort of, you know, the leader of the Iceland. I'm just gonna call it Iceland. I don't know what else to call it. I want to pause
yet at full strength.
Oh yeah, this I can bet. I'm pretty sure is the father of, you know, of the or the king of Brodia, I should say, because he's the prince, and looks like Brodia is waging war on Iceland, and Mr. Evil Mage, he stabs him and then he just grabs the sword. It's like, ha! I have miracle, you fool! This dark mage boy looking like the freaking Sonic Frontiers character. I want to get a closer look. People who know. I'm not editing this video. I don't want to.
Kingdom has another emblem ring in its possession.
And yes, of course, as we knew, the enemies will have emblem
Well,
rings.
isn't this
Look at this dude.
tragic? By virtue of
See, I'm so curious to who these people are, because it looks like just the evil 4 generals that, like, you know, we'll be fighting. You know, because they all seem to hail from like a certain, you know, like a certain region or are fitted to work in certain regions, but like, oh, you know what? I think this is the temple of the Divine Dragon, or like a church of the Divine Dragon. So like, it makes sense why they're like, oh, we're gonna kill everyone here.
by virtue of your silence, we will now
We have.
kill every living trash.
It's funny because people made the joke about Weedhuber in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and now we have Weedhuber again, but he's Bara. Oh, that's funny.
By virtue
And then we have
of your
just Darkstalker's
silence,
character.
We will now kill every living soul in this castle one by one.
Yay!
I
Death.
detest violence, but I will.
Oh, this made me so happy. I know it. Of course he is Roy. I mean, we knew that. We knew that too, I'm pretty sure. Actually, did we? I have no idea. We've seen Roy in the trailers. We couldn't specify what character he was on, but he's there. And also with the Twitter drip marketing, we did confirm that any character can put on an engage ring. So that's really cool. And you know, they're taking concepts from like Fire Emblem Heroes, where Sigurd, if you put on the Sigurd ring, it gives you Kanto, which is just, it's fun. Crazy fun. If Fire Emblem is a game where it's super fun to experiment and just try new things, and I don't really mind that much, because I'm not someone you know, who like goes super deep into it. But you know, I hope you know, like hardcore fans of the series can enjoy it too.
Always fight to defend the innocent.
I'm just passing
And this person's weird. We don't know who this is.
looking for someone, really.
Lanceman, Chloe. I can't pronounce it right. That's new. They're new. And then we have a new Armor Knight. Wait, let me go back a little bit. Oh, I wish I knew frame skip.
Really.
This is a new girl. Is she the same as the ones in the back? Let me see. Where are we at? 229? I don't think she is. She is not. Is she from this faction? Nope. Nope. Okay, so she's just new. Just magician girl. And again, why not?
Still,
The Armor Knight, giving Effie vibes, especially Effie from Awakening. I said Awakening. Stupid. From Fates. My brain just collided those two games. Let's see here.
despite
Synchronized
everything we're
Slash.
facing,
Oh wait, that person jumped. Because there was a lot of focus
Still,
on the inside, on the what's it called? There was a lot of focus on a certain assassin in sort of the grass plains level that we've been like seeing every single time whenever we move. And this looks like a cutscene, and this looks like the same assassin. Are they wielding an axe though? Because the assassin was wielding a dagger in the trailer. So let's go ahead and take a look at that again. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, he's wielding an axe, so that's unfortunate. Also, daggers being back makes me so happy, because I like him a lot. Oh, look at Marth, he's so serious.
Everything we're facing.
Oh, I saw that game, you can't hide from me.
Everything we're facing.
There we go. These are two new characters. Okay, and they're from the desert region, perhaps, I'm not sure. They don't wear the same clothes. But, orange hair, looking like Luthier, and then Clive and Co. with a better fit.
I'm calm.
Oh my goodness. See, the best part about, like, obviously there are going to be characters who have, oh wow, look at you. There are going to be characters who have sort of, you know, like, they come with a certain emblem ring that, like, you know, makes sense for them. Also, she's a lance user, so that's cool. I could definitely see her, like, riding, being a mounted class. That'd be cool. Or a standard lancer. That'd be cool too. But as I was saying, every character is sort of gonna have like their ring that, like, you know, synergizes with them the best. Obviously, Alear has Marth because protagonist. You know, I believe the blonde mage girl has comes with Celica. The Lance Cav comes with Sigurd. And, you know, here we get to see some more, you know, Fire Sword Man, Prince of Brodia uses Roy, and this girl uses Ike, which is just awesome. Like, that's so cool. It's so cool to see Ike in 3D again, because, like, Radiant Dawn cutscenes are so cool, and just, oh, look at that.
I think it's because you're here.
And he's using Lucina, which is super cool, too. Like I said, you can swap engage rings. Like, he typically uses Sigurd in the trailers, but, you know, now Lucina is being used here, which is awesome.
We are not going anywhere.
This cutscene looks so cool. I don't care how cheesy it is. Like, it's just so cool seeing Marth flying. Oh, and the trailer takes the dark twist. So we finally get to see footage of Lyn now. So actually, this is a continuation of the last cutscene where, you know, like, the King of Brodia seems to stab the Iceland people, and now he summons Lyn, who's probably gonna kill him. Yay, because dead parents and Fire Emblem. Woo.
Not by a long shot.
Oh, wait, who was that?
We're just a you thing, not by...
So this is an unidentified flyer. I can't really see who's on there. It's... Oh, you know what? It's definitely the clown girl, because it's the same voice. And she's now stolen a Lucina ring. So what's... They might be holding back, obviously, you know, like, development time is you know, like, they don't have too much time left, because the game is going to release next year. Which is in 2 months. So, one thing that we have seen is that obviously, oh, that is an interesting detail. The emblem rings have not gone outside of the current 12 that were established, because we had basically the giant circle wheel that established every single emblem ring, and now we are looking at, you know, like, we actually get to see content of Ike and Lucina, and they're wielding their swords, which was a thing that people were a little worried about. But, you know, considering we haven't gotten too much information on how we can, like, you know, kind of, you know, upgrade our emblems and stuff. Lucina and Ike were wielding their heroes' weapons, like, you know, Lucina was wielding her bow, and Ike was wielding Irvan from his dad. I shouldn't call it a hero's weapon, because it actually is a real weapon. But... you know, it's likely a class type that they can switch to, so you can do more characters and stuff. And, like, you know, Lyn over here is, you know, wielding her bow or Mjolnir gear from Heroes, which technically isn't hers. I actually have no fucking clue. But yeah.
By a long shot.
Oh, so he steals Marth ring, and now Marth gets his smash color.
Speak to me, please.
And here's the cool plot twist. So, to be clear, most people are not going into this game expecting a drastic plot like Three Houses. Like, Three Houses like you know, like a crazy, like, morally gray plot. This one, if it's silly, goofy fun, then I don't care. You know, like, it was meant to be an anniversary game, and anniversary games usually should have, you know, there's like a touch of fun into it. It doesn't need to make too much sense. But Fire Emblem being an anthology, looks like we are going to have a plot. At least that's slightly, very slightly, I say slightly, clarify, that's a little deep, because we have the idea here that basically, you know, as these people are trying to feed back his memories to Alear, or memories to Alear, there was an evil Alear at some point, which, you know, like, maybe it's the villains trying to trick you into thinking that, like, you know, like, you're a bad person, you know, by, like, using the emblem rings. One of the things that was thrown out as a major plot point, to, you know, like, people who, when initial trailers came out, they said a really cool way to spin this plot if you wanted to make it deep was basically putting out the idea that, you know, emblems, you know, like, must respond to the call of their rings, and you're like, so whoever's wearing them, like we just saw, you know, evil man puts on the evil ring, or puts on the Marth ring, and now Martha's a bad guy. You know, like, they're basically like slaves, you know, to like who controls them. And, you know, like, that's a cool plot point. I would say that's a great way if the developers actually want to put plot into this game and make it crazy. But here, you know, like, it's kind of demonstrating it, like, you know, like, it's the possibility that there's evil Alear. Let's see here. I think I've burned through, like, burned through all the trailer footage I can. This looks like an important cutscene. I wish that the emblem rings had a specific detail on them besides a gem, which would differentiate what it is. Like, it would be really cool if they, like, used because every single Fire Emblem game has a version of the Fire Emblem, you know, no matter what. So it would be really cool if they had, like, engravings on the ring as to what, but that's okay, you know, like, we can do that as fan art.
They are all dead.
So the thing with the idea is that, like, oh, your friends are all dead, like, you know, maybe the villains know of, like, an alternate timeline where Alear, like, you know, fails and, you know, like, succumbs to the power of the emblem rings. Ooh. And it's interesting because, like, you know, there have been obviously with Fire Emblem's major, you know, game design points. Sorry, my chair's creaking. You know, you always have blue units and red units, and, you know, that's kind of how you differentiate enemies and allies. And it's interesting that Alear, being, like, you know, the divine dragon this time around, is someone who has red and blue hair, and, you know, like, as it's shown is that enemy emblems become red, and, you know, like, your emblems, like, radiate blue, which, you know, oh, it's like, oh, come on Kojo, like, it's really obvious, like, but it's interesting because they put forward the idea of evil Alear now, and, you know, like, this Alear is kind of like, you could call, like, a neutral Alear, where they have both the powers of, like, you know, the blue and red. It's also interesting to confirm that, you know, like, emblem rings might be stolen from you, you know, like, you know, from seeing evil Lasagna. Where is she? Where's Lasuna? That's not Lasuna.
You think?
That's Lynn.
By a long
Evil Lasuna. Okay, let's see here. So, yeah, like, we know Lucina was already used during this little segment of gameplay, but, you know, like, it's probably like we beat them and then we obtain the Lucina ring. But let's see here.
It's because you're...
Yeah. Oh, these cutscenes just look so cool. I'm so glad they brought back the studio from Awakening / Fates. It just, these cutscenes look so clean. I mean, I still have, like, some issues with, like, the hit effects, but, like, that's a story for another day. But or SFX, I should say, but that's not necessarily the animator's fault. But oh my goodness, this just looks amazing. Let's just end on Alear's wonderful looking model. Yeah, I'm overly hyped for this game, which is probably a bad thing. Oh, look, Marth ring. But Who knows? I don't really care. I've seen enough of this game, especially in the gameplay segments, to be convinced that I'll enjoy this game regardless. Super cool to see footage of a bunch of other characters, you know, like characters we don't know yet. Haha, funny clown girl. Haha, step on me. And then, yeah. That's gonna do it. That was Fire Emblem Engage. I can't wait until it comes out next year. I am literally jumping out of my seat. And yeah, that's gonna do it. I'll see you guys next time. I don't cover Fire Emblem content very often, but yeah. Maybe I'll do a playthrough on this game. Who knows? But that's it. Bye bye.